Wilmington is well known for its coastal beauty. Chris Matthews moved to the port city to catch some waves, not just for recreation, but also scientific research.
SARS desalination is a wave-powered desalination system. So this is a wave energy buoy that turns seawater into drinking water using no electricity, no fossil fuels, only clean renewable energy.
Saros began from scratch as a senior design engineering project for Chris at UNC Charlotte.
Freshwater is a finite resource. 97% of the water on our planet is locked away in our oceans. And 233 million people around the world live on an island without access to fresh water. Coastal areas and islands are some of the most drought-stricken areas in the world. And when you're literally surrounded by water, but it might as well be sand because it's seawater, that's a real problem. And we're hoping that we can solve that.
Chris is part of a new flow of inventive entrepreneurs looking to capitalize on marine and life sciences in the Wilmington region. The increased interest has resulted in the creation of Innovate SENC, or Southeast North Carolina. The mission of the organization is to bring together members of academia, business, government, and financial connections to cultivate success for the companies and the community at large.
A focus of Wilmington, because of its unique location being the coastal part of North Carolina, presents us every day with the ocean to look at. It is also the source with which the realm of translational sciences gets all of its attention. This comes in the university environments. This comes from a variety of assets local to this area who are focused exclusively on marine biosciences, marine sciences, life sciences as a whole that involve products and solutions to make the oceans better or to draw from the oceans things that make our lives better.
Innovate SENC is a spin-off of Innovate NC, a 2-year collaborative organized through the Institute for Emerging Issues at North Carolina State University. Innovate NC's goal is to spark innovation-centered economic development statewide. Innovate SENC is helping startup companies find funding opportunities through a unique source, Wilmington's own Cucaloris Film Festival. The event is called the Cucaloris Connect Innovation Conference.
This was a really natural evolution of the Cucaloris Film Festival. Entrepreneurs and filmmakers have so much in common. To be a successful filmmaker, you have to be an entrepreneur at heart. It's a risky endeavor with a huge reward at the end. And you actually have to understand what your market is going to be. You have to produce a product that's usable. You have to execute. You have to go out and find funders and investors to fund your project. And then you have to get a return on your investment on the back end of it.
Cucaloris Connect is instrumental in developing other local links as well.
It really helps to bridge the gap between what Innovate SENC is trying to do with regard to life sciences, marine sciences, and it helps bridge the gap between that and the entrepreneurial community. And that was one of the reasons that we decided to really get involved, because we thought it could really help with our visibility and giving people the opportunity to understand exactly what it is that Innovate SENC is all about and how it connects with the community.
Innovate SENC's coverage goes beyond Wilmington. It includes counties and municipalities along the Carolina coast, such as the town of Leland in Brunswick County. Innovate SENC council members say there were initial growing pains connecting with various entities, but that has changed dramatically.
Where I came from in Ohio, it was all about cooperation and collaboration. So I immediately took steps to start breaking down those silos, and that's what we found Innovate NC has done for us. So whether it be governments, whether it be universities, colleges, whether it be private companies, we understand finally, I think, throughout this region that we need to work together in a collaborative effort to be able to compete with other larger cities around the state, such as the Raleigh-Durham area and Asheville and Charlotte, as well as other cities around the country, and for that matter, around the world.
Innovate SENC is not limited to assisting startup businesses, but also academic research facilities, such as UNC Wilmington's Marbionic.
We culture marine microalgae as our basic product to be able to develop. We have worked with a company locally, IcoWorks, here in town in Wilmington, to develop photobioreactors. These are specialized pieces of instrumentation to grow algae in high concentrations very quickly. That has now become a commercial product for IcoWorks, in addition to those products that they developed for us to use in the laboratory.
Another academic-related aspect of Innovate SENC is attracting and keeping young graduates in the area.
Typically, we have the kids come here to the university, they graduate, they move away, and then they come back when they retire. I think we'd benefit if we had more of that 30 years between the time they graduate and the time, 30, 40 years between they graduate and they retire. And that's what we're trying to do with our goals.
A goal that young entrepreneur Chris Matthews believes can be accomplished.
And that's a lot of what Innovate SENC and Innovate NC are doing, is making sure that all of these groups of people that can help new startups and small businesses, that they can collaborate and actually help businesses grow and put Wilmington on the map for things like wave power desalination.